Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to Show and Tell number 300. I have been teasing you guys for a couple episodes now that I had something very special planned for this episode, and in fact, I do. So, in the course of this episode, I will be pausing, popping a comment up here on the screen, asking that person to send me an email. We'll verify who they are, and I will send them a pattern to thank them for supporting me for the last 100 episodes. I pulled comments from episode 200, 225, 250, and 299. So we will pause, I will direct, and we will say thank you. So the first one is from episode 200, Francis Brooks 588. There is your comment. I used a random number picker and just grabbed that comment. So Francis, thank you so much for hopefully being with me for the last 100 episodes. So, on to the week update here. My leg was doing much better until today. And today I pulled it again, having to do the same thing, running across the exact same street. So, last week, what had happened was I was trying to avoid the sprinklers as one does. So, I was walking in the street, not on the sidewalk. And this car approached. They had stopped at the stop sign way down the street. They saw me in the road and decided to nudge me off the road and back onto the sidewalk by continuing to come directly at me because there was oncoming traffic. So they couldn't go around me. So instead of waiting either for me to pass the sprinklers or the cars to pass them, they decided the best course of action was to run me off the road. And I could hear their teenage daughter in the car going, "Mom, she's getting soaking wet." And it was like 50 degrees. So I looped back around and came home. I was already a mile and a half away from the house. So it's 50 degrees. I'm now soaking wet. Everything's starting to tighten up because it's getting cold. Even though I've been in perpetual motion, I can't really work up body heat, because it is so chilly. And as I went to cross the street, I was trying to get out of somebody's way. They were being kind, stopped at the stop sign, letting me go first. And I went to run across the street and pulled my calf. So today I was crossing the exact same street coming home, and somebody was coming up a hill as I was crossing across the top of the hill. They had no idea I was there. I had no idea they were coming. And I decided to scurry across because you never know who's going to stop for you, because this whole thing started with somebody who decided I deserve to be wet. So, yeah, I scooted across as fast as I could and pulled my calf again. So, it's been tight, but hasn't really been all that painful. Today, it's back to being kind of painful walking around, and particularly going up and down the stairs. So I guess tomorrow I will not be walking. I will be resting it. So I was doing better. I really was. I was doing a lot better. It's not like constantly in pain or anything, but the not walking, not exercising thing is starting to create like some set in joint pain, and I'm not liking that. So anyway, the rest of the week, it's just been kind of little things, biting away, chipping away at the day, and then I get to sit down and it's bedtime. So, not a whole lot has gotten done crafting wise. I did have my class yesterday with Sherry Dimbrell, using the flatbed machine. She was doing sharing a method of where you physically cut the neckline. You kind of like steeking if you're a hand knitter, and reknit a new neckline or reshaping a neckline. And she was sharing how to do that with the machine and serging and everything. And it was, I still don't trust myself to steek. I've seen a couple of patterns where steeking would be beautiful and I would love to make the patterns, but I think I would rather learn flat fair isle than steek fair isle. Yeah. Anyway, that was what the class was. While I was in class with her, I did work on some things. We'll talk about that in the WIPs section. Saturday, my godson had his first communion, so I spent the morning with him and his family, getting to see my friends and see him take first communion, which was fun. The priest just did such a good job. Apparently, he did it like they do the school masses, and it was just They're so cute. You know, these little people doing little people things. They're so cute. I'm working on some stuff for the Spook Your Spring Make Along. I hope you guys are coming and playing along with that. Just a reminder, we will, WIPs are welcome for the pictures for the mid-month check-in. FOs required for the giveaway portion of that. So let's go ahead and head on over to WIPs. All right, so for our second thank you prize, we have Evie01950 from episode 225. I didn't write down the comments, I'm sorry. Y'all can see the comment and then my reply underneath, I think, is how I snipped these, but. All right, so catch up on the Warlock blanket. I have the 4 panels in Lion Brand Mandala and Warlock done. Those are knitted on the flatbed machine. I have 2 Hunter Green Brava Sport panels done, ready to go. This is where we ran into the problem. I had 4 green, 4 garnet. I thought we would have enough to do the panels plus a border. We're not. So I came up with a solution. I did have to order some stuff. Option number 1, based on what I order. The 2 balls of Hunter Green that I ordered are close enough to the original 4 I had that I can make the middle panel in the new one have the old ones on the outer 2. And because they're spaced out, because it's going to be Warlock, Brava, Warlock, Brava, Warlock, Brava, Warlock. Warlock, 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 Brava, Brava, Brava. 3 Bravas, 4 Warlocks. With the spacer in between, if it's close enough, we'll have 3 green panels. Then the border will be done in the garnet and tan. If that doesn't work, what we will do is the middle panel will be tan, and I ordered enough in order to be able to do the middle panel in tan. The outer 2 will be in the Hunter, and the border that we knit on will be done in the tan and the garnet. Maybe I'm throwing up the picture of the tan up here. Maybe I'm not. I'm filming this late on Wednesday, and I have to have this edited today because tomorrow I have to be gone. Probably I will be leaving around 10:30 tomorrow morning. So before this goes live. But I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to edit to this whole thing. I might have like finishing touches edits, but maybe I'll get a picture of what I ordered up here. That color tan, though, is very similar to one of the tans in the Warlock. So I ordered enough of that, though, that it can also, if I don't need it for this blanket, if the Hunter Green works, I can just use the garnet, the 4 balls of garnet to do the border, and I can pull in some tan if I want to. I ordered enough, though, if I have to redo a bunch, I have plenty of tan to do it. But this tan will also be really good for doing borders on some of the other baby blankets I have planned with some of the other Sport and DK weight yarn. So this is one of those colors that will just come in handy to have. Now, it doesn't diminish what's on my wall, which disappoints, but it does give me a way to finish this project. So I finished the other green panel and I made the base for a baby blanket. This is using Premier DK colors in teal and gray. This has been unblocked. Obviously, we are completely curling. So it's about 33 inches wide, and it's the finished length on this, after I block it, this will probably be about 35 inches wide, and this will probably be about 37 inches long based on where it's sitting now. Because as soon as I, block the width, this is going to pull up the length just a little bit. So I haven't decided if I want to do a crocheted border or a knit border on this one. I did the crochet cast off. So you can see there's like little crochet stitches there. And I did the every other needle cast on with an E-wrap. I don't like that, but it will be covered up in the border, so I'm not worried about it. I am thinking about doing a crochet border for this one, but I've gone back and forth already like 3 times. So who knows what the final on that will end up being. That now gives me like 3 blankets that need borders, so I need to start moving to that soon. Socks, my marine socks for my dad. These should have been sent out by now. These should have been finished by Thursday. These should be in Ohio by now, but alas, I had to drive myself just about everywhere last week. I couldn't sit in the passenger seat, and I didn't have a whole lot of waiting time for anything I did. So here we are. In the last week, I managed to go from here to here. These are knit with Knit Picks Hawthorne. I'm not sure the color. This was missing its label. I just recognized the yarn. And these are size 1 Chalgu needles. The flatbed machine I have, by the way, is an LK150. I will have a link for that down below. Yeah, so socks didn't get a whole lot of work. Most of that is, going to mass and 2 walks, 2 3-mile walks. So I'm a little disappointed, a little frustrated, but it is what it is. It is how life went this week. Those are normally not the projects I work on when I'm just sitting somewhere. So, I don't need the yarn here. I have been putting together the granny squares to make the last blanket I can find all the granny squares for. This one is 6 squares by 5 squares. I have 2 more to finish. Joining here. I almost finished joining last night. I came close, just ran out of time. Then I need to do a border. I'm hoping to have this finished tomorrow so I can just drop this off at Pershaw. I have Pershaw tomorrow, so it'd be easier if I can do that. This is Big Twist Value Plus in medium gray. And I'm using the continuous join as you go method. And the hook I'm using is a 5mm. Hopefully I've got the picture of this laid out up there now. So that is everything that is in the works in progress stage. Now we have some finished objects. All right, for our third thank you prize, we have Valerie Howden 471 from episode 250. I know that 3 of the 4 winners have been with me for at least 4 years now. Frances, I'm not sure when she came aboard. But the other 3 I've been seeing consistent comments from. I enjoy doing things like this way because it celebrates the people who are with me consistently instead of just the people who show up for a giveaway. These are not sponsored. This is my money. Everything else, like this is just me thanking you guys for being with me for 300 episodes. So anyway, thank you, Valerie. Up next, finished objects. So first we have a cute little collar. I have not blocked either one of these yet. So this is Crochet Halloween Web Collar Pattern from Emma Escott. And I will have a link down below for these. So you can wear this way. Or you can wear this way. I do need to weave in my little ends here. Once it's blocked, you know, very easily will close all the way there. But I thought that was super cute, and it was a little super simple little something something. The yarn I used is Peyton's Glam Stripes. It is left over from doing a shawl a couple of years ago. It was also ancient stash when I made that shawl, but I don't know. I thought that was just super cute. A little touch. And I wear so much black, so yeah, that just works with so many different things. And I could just pin it, especially for something like this. You pin it to the dress under the, maybe don't flip the microphone into your clothing. I could easily wear it pinned to my dress, just tucked under a cardi like this. And I was just like, that's just such a cute little touch to add in there. Like I said, links down below for anything that's an actual pattern. I thought that was super cute. So that's project number 1 for the Spook Your Spring Make Along that I have finished. The next one I forgot to write. It's What the Back, and these are her Batwing patterns. So I have 2 of these. This is Hobby Lobby metallic Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn, metallic in black. And these are super duper simple. They're just a ripple stitch piece that fits like this. I did try to take some pictures and video, which hopefully I can get kind of like fit in here. But I'm gonna be honest, it's been very hard to get a good picture of these. And not having somebody who can take good pictures for me, it is very hard. The places where I have like blank backgrounds or discrete backgrounds, it's very hard to get a camera set up in those areas because it's places like a kitchen wall or my hallway. There's nothing to put your camera on. There's nowhere to put a tripod on. And I need something that can get me from a slightly higher angle because we're working in a narrow space. So it's not something where I can back the camera up and then pull the camera in, zooming in. Yeah. Yeah. So I have 2 of these that I was able to make. I do have my ends woven in. I have not blocked this yet, which is, I just pinned this onto a dress. If I were doing this for like an event or a party or something, I am thinking about doing a finger loop and attaching it at the bottom to my middle finger. And I would do pins probably on the inside and pin it twice here, once in the underarm, and then probably 3 or 4 places down the side, wearing the same, especially the same dress that I have. But yeah, I thought these were super cute, and they could go with so many different things, including like my little jack-o'-lantern dress that I wear every year. What a cute little detail and accent. And I've worn that with my denim jacket a couple of times, and it's like I could easily attach these to my denim jacket, temporary tack them. There's also like the little tacking guns. I could get one of those and use that to tack it to something like that. So anyway, I thought these were super cute little ideas. Once again, links are down below. So before we head off to Cat Tax, our last thank you gift is for Cynthia Dalton 7571. And this is from episode 299. So last week's show and tell. And thank you guys so much for spending 8 years with me. I think it was 8 years. We counted this up. This has been so much fun for me. And I do this, out of the enjoyment of it, not, I'm not anticipating even making a livable income from ever doing something like YouTube, mostly because I refuse to edit and refuse to be professional with it. This is fun for me. I enjoy sharing patterns. I enjoy sharing projects. I enjoy sharing yarn. I enjoy sharing my expertise with you guys, being the one to crunch numbers for certain things. And it's just always been fun to have somebody to share it with, because very rarely have I lived near people who, knit, crochet, craft on a regular basis, and having a community of people that I can share with and share back with me. It's always been so much fun. And especially now, I mean, so many of you guys have been with me now for 3 different houses, 2 unexpected moves. And it's meant a lot to me to have you guys rooting for me and having you guys in my corner. So anyway, our 4 ladies, Frances, Evie, Valerie, and Cynthia, send me an email. I'll validate your identity, that you are who you say you are, and I will get you your pattern of your choice under $7 from Ravelry. I'm very excited to see what you guys pick, because y'all, I don't know if y'all realize this, but many of us, we may not know the patterns that y'all are picking when you send us the link, and it's like, oh, I need that pattern too now. So I enjoy seeing what you guys choose, because sometimes those tend to be inspiration for others of us. So anyway, let's check out Pippin and Banner. I love you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day. Thank you so much again for 300 episodes of Show and Tells. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you real soon. Bye, guys.